Sneakers? No, you don't need sneakers. And let me just spotlight myself. Okay, so we're gonna do, since today's a shorter workout, we're gonna do a quick warm up and then it'll go into the workout. And the workout is an every minute on the minute, which I just explained, but I will tell you what you're doing on the minute. So let's start off actually walking out into high plank, bringing your right foot outside of your right hand. And then you're going to reach your right foot down towards the floor, open towards the ceiling, and back. I want you to give me 8 of these, and you'll feel a little stretch in your hip and also your upper back. So give me 8 on the right, and then go to 8 on the left. So we're just going to do 3 little warm-ups before we get into your workout. And let me just check on everybody. Really open up. All right. And then when you get to the right side and the left side, the next one I want, it'll be on your own time. You're going to do slow squats. So you're going to squat literally on a count of 3 on the way down. Hold it for 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, come up normal. So really pull yourself into the bottom of the squat on the way down. Hold for a couple seconds and come all the way up. You're going to do a total of 10 of those. Oh, I see you. Hi, Michelle. Michelle
Hi.
G and Michelle C. Michelle C, I wanted you, who was, Boomy was, I think she likes dance. I was telling her that you like Ryan Heffington's. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Pretty pony.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. It's like basically, what did you say, Michelle? That you, it's like pure joy when you're done?
Oh my God, it's pure joy. If you really want to smile for like the afternoon and just feel happiness, he is the one. He is the one. Not that this is not happiness, but it's just pure fun.
I gotcha.
All the silliness that it brings.
And as soon as you guys finish the squats, what I want is we're going to do book openers.
Hey, Jack, leave me in like 5-10 minutes, okay?
You're going to sit down.
Hey, I might need
You have your left hand in front of you. Basically, it's off the
shower ready?
open up like that. Touch your eyes. Also the elbow that's opening up and coming down. You're going to give me 8 on those sides. And then we're going to go into the workout. Like I said, today's not the normal. It's all abbreviated.
Oh wait, what are we doing now?
Oh, you're doing the book openers. So, Boomy, you're going to be,
Oh, we're alternating?
yeah, that's on one side. So you're going to do 8 of these.
Okay.
One is on your heel. And you'll go on the other side.
Okay.
Doing a quick little warm up before we get into the workout. And if some people are a little slower than others, don't worry, because what I'm going to do is go over the exercises. You'll have plenty of time to watch it. And it's like a simple strength circuit. It's nothing complicated.
Hey, Tina.
Yeah.
For the openers, I can't bend my knee all the way to kind of sit back.
That's okay. So what you can do, this is another, can you do all 4? So basically.
Yep. Got it.
So the key is to make sure not to move lower body. Just gonna only try to have your upper body open up. Whatever else you think of. Okay. Okay. So as everyone's finishing up, there's 8 exercises, and each minute will be a different exercise. Actually, some of them are the same. Some is one side, is this side, then it's left side. So the first, I'll mute everybody first. Okay. Oh. So the first exercise and the first, oh, Todd's coming through. Coming through! All right. In the first minute, you're going to have your 2 weights, whatever they are, and it's just reverse lunges. So you're just going to go through, you're going to do 20. So 10 per side. As soon as you finish those lunges, You set it down and you wait till the minute's up. In the remember, I'll remind you before it comes up. Second minute, you're doing gorilla rows. So ideally you have the heavier bells. The posture is butt back, broaden your chest, and you're just alternating rows until you hit a total of 20. So it's also 10 per side. For anyone who's more advanced, you can use 30 as your number. So some people will do 20, some people will do 30. So that's the same for the reverse lunges. Exercise 3 is just the left side first. The next one after will be the right side. So you're gonna hold one bell or one heavy weight. I'll show you sideways. It's called a kickstand squat because I'm coming down with this right foot, since I'm gonna start with my left, is, you see it's a few inches behind me and all my weight is on that front leg. I'm doing 10 squats. So it looks like this. So I don't want it to be evenly weighted. Literally, if I had to, I could pick this foot up, but that you'll topple over. But so think of it as a little bit of weight on the ball of this foot and all the weight as much as possible on that front foot. So you're doing 10 on the left. In the next minute, you'll just switch to the other side. 10 on the right. After that, so remember 10 squats, wait till the next minute, 10 squats, wait till the next minute. And then it's just a simple side plank. So in the side plank, the most important part, I'll show you sideways. People make a mistake of sticking their butt out. Tuck that under so you're one long line. You can have your arms up or down, however you want, but you're gonna hold that for time until I say you're up, that it's up. Then you'll rest. And then the next minute is the other side. And then the next exercise, and don't worry, I will tell you before we start. This is where you want to be near on a smooth floor or on a rug with a slider. We're doing body saws. This is also for time. So let me go sideways so you can see. Okay. So basically, I'm pulling forward, pushing back, pulling forward, but maintaining one level. You're doing that for time. And the last of all these 8 exercises that we're going to circle through is just regular push-ups. So if you're on an elevation, I'd rather you do 5, rest for 2 seconds, than 5. If you're on the floor, you're doing 10 straight through. If push-ups are easy for you, I don't have a chair. You're going to put a chair there, elevate your feet, and you'll work on your push-ups from an elevation. All right, let me unmute for a second. Does that make sense?
How heavy should the weights be for like the single leg?
Oh, so for the for the kickstand squat, I'd like the heaviest one that you have.
So hold both dumbbells then?
Yes, so yes, if you have only the 2 10s, if you can hold both dumbbells, I prefer you to hold both dumbbells. And you can actually hold from the side, because just think of it, the most important part of that exercise, the kickstand squat, as long as all your body weight is placed on that front foot, you're going to benefit from the exercise.
Okay.
It make sense?
All right, Jack, give me a 5-minute warning when you're ready.
Tina, for the gorilla rows,
What's
5
that?
minutes? Okay.
for the gorilla rows, if
Yes.
I use one kettlebell, do I do one side first, then the other side?
Yeah, so for the gorilla rows, I would do 10 and then 10. So you'll be in that same position. You'll be in that bent over position. So you're gonna have to find balance. You're gonna do the 10 and then do the 10 on the other. So you want to do that. That's the main. Okay, so
Are the side planks on the forearm or on the hand?
on the forearm. Okay. So I'm gonna get the time ready. I'm gonna mute everyone. You guys, when I say 3, 2, 1, you're starting off with your reverse lunges. Depending on your ability, your energy today, you're either doing 20 total lunges or 30 total lunges. All right. Let me mute everybody. Mute. Okay. And I'm gonna start the timer. So I got it here. Up. And 3, 2, 1, start. And I'll just be going around looking at everybody. So Boomy, if you could, so if I could see your legs, that'd be awesome. So remember, you guys are going for 10 per side, total of 20. You could do it in whatever order you want, but as soon as you're done with your lunges, you're resting. Just so you have an idea of your time, you guys have about 15 seconds before we start on the gorilla rows. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're still on the reverse lunges, finish your lunges because the rows don't take as much time. If you're done with the lunges, go hit your rows. The time has started, Amy. So 10 per side. And for someone like Alicia, if your weights are super light, when you go for 30. Oh, Julie, it's alternating. Think like one goes up, one goes down, one goes up, one goes down. And if you guys want to make it harder, you can just go a little slower. But remember, you'll still, after this, you got legs. Anne-Marie, you need to broaden your chest more. Don't broaden your back, broaden your chest. Think sticking your boobs out. Yep. You guys have about 13 seconds. Next on deck is left side kickstand squat. That means holding the weight, and then most of your body weight is sitting on the left foot, which is in front. You got 1 second. Okay, and go. 10 kickstand squats starting on the left side. Yep, time has already started, so you guys go. Oh, Betsy, I got you because it's probably, so let's see, hold on. Betsy, that's good. I know you're doing what you saw in that, the acupuncturist video, which is awesome. So Jennifer, bring that back foot a little closer. So you're really relying on the balance of the front foot. You guys have about 16 seconds before we switch to the other side. Yeah, you got it, Jen. You guys have about 5 seconds before you switch legs. And then Denise, when you get a chance, lower your, you guys are starting on the other side, lower your video so that I can see your legs. And Karen, bring that back foot much closer. So it's not a lunge. Think of it as like really, you're doing like a one-legged squat. And then that back foot is just kind of to keep you from toppling over. Yes, much better. Let me see if I can put this somewhere where you guys can see it. Oh, I stopped it by accident. Does that even show? So you guys have about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go into the side plank, which I will. Probably, you guys can't see it. So as when you finish with the other leg kickstand squat, just rest and get down on the floor because the next thing on deck is your left side plank. You got 3 seconds to get down on the floor. All right, and start. So left side plank. Let me make sure my volume's good. You're gonna hold that side plank until I say stop. There's not a lot of time to do, so it's simple exercises today, but there's not a lot of time with the number of reps. And as soon as this is done, you'll have a little bit of rest, but I'm just gonna have you switch over to the other side. And you can rest. You're gonna flip over to the other side and I'll tell you when to start. Take the rest when you can because there's no rest. The circuit's just gonna keep on going. We have about 10 seconds before we start on the right side. Okay, and start. So just hold this side plank. And everyone's looking good. And just focus on, oh, let me see if it's hard for you to do this, you can always have your feet stacked kind of one in front of the other. It'll give you a little bit wider base. All right, you guys have a few more seconds. All right, and rest. I want you're resting and get ready for the body saws. If you have a slider, great. If not, I'll show you what you do. Still 15 seconds. If you do not have a slider, I just want you to shift forward and shift back. But don't move anything except for your body shifting forward and back. And you guys have 4 seconds before we go into this. And start. You guys started. Amy, you started. Good. Everyone's looking good. Let me see. Boomy, you don't have a slider, right? Oh, hold on a minute. Unmute yourself.
Oh, I have slippery socks.
Okay, use that. Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
You guys are resting now. And then next, in about 20 some seconds, you're doing push-ups. So you're either doing 2 sets of 5 on an elevation, because I want high qualities, 10 from the floor. If floor is easy, I want you to elevate your feet.
How many rounds are we doing?
You're doing total of 3. So 2, 1, start on the push-ups. So push-ups from the floor. Yeah. Amy, do you want to have an elevation on your feet? Denise, that's fantastic.
Okay, could you do? I did.
And as soon as you're done with your push-ups, take your rest, because we're going to be starting back from the top, which is the reverse lunges. So that you have time perspective, it's about 24 seconds till we hit the reverse lunges again. Today's simple moves, but not necessarily easy. Yes, that's what I want, Grace. You're going to be doing from the top. You guys have 5 seconds, and then we're going to restart the reverse lunges. 3, 2, 1. Back to the reverse lunges. 20 or 30 total. Umi, let me make sure I can see your legs when you get a chance. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's the perfect down there. So if I can see part of the floor, it works. Julie, is it hard for you to switch legs? Oh, hold on, I want you to alternate, because it forces you to kind of refine your balance. And you guys have about 15 seconds before we go straight into the gorilla rows. Yes, Julie. That's great, Michelle. You got it, Jennifer. 3, 2, 1. Finish the lunges if you haven't. And then as soon as you know that, hit the gorilla rows, because the gorilla row time has started. The gorilla rows will take less time. Jennifer, can you give me profile view, or like turn to the side so I can, oh, great, thank you. Perfect, that's great. And when you're done with the rows, just rest, because next we have on deck the kickstand squat with the left foot in front. You guys have about 20 seconds before we start on the left side kickstand squats. So Jennifer, I know this is your first day here. Normally this would have been a coaching call, but I think for motivation, everyone needed a workout. So it's gonna be like hybrid today. All right, you guys are starting on the kickstand squats. So remember, the back foot is super close to that front foot, and all the weight, you're just thinking of like, I'm doing a one-legged squat with just a little bit of help. And Betsy, I love that you're doing that. Good. Hey, Amy, next time in the next round, I want you to use your bell. You're at 16 kilo. So as soon as you guys are done with this, just rest. We have about 15 seconds before we switch over to the other side. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right side. Good, Denise. It's great, Michelle. Oh, you guys have about 30 seconds still. Excellent. Guys have about 20 seconds before we go into the side plank. I'll give you a heads up. So we're gonna set, oh, look at that beautiful dress. Oh, I love your dress. All right, 5, get onto the side plank position. I'll tell you when to start. 3, 2, 1, start on the side plank, left side. And remember to just scoop that pelvis forward. And if possible, I know it's hard because of our heads, but try to look straight ahead. Yep, if you need to pause for a second, pause and then just go straight back up. All right, you're gonna rest. And I'll tell you, and then flip over to the other side to get ready. I need a pink dress like that. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and start. And Betsy, I'm gonna have you watch me real quick. What to do with your feet? Hold on. Oh, sorry, spotlight me. All right. So what I want with your feet when it's hard, kind of think stacked right one in front of the other, like that. And if that's really hard, you can always give yourself a little bit of assistance, but really focus on most of the weight is still on that one main leg. All right, and rest. You guys are gonna flip over and go into the body saw position, back to the core exercise with the body saw. So get ready, and I will tell you when to start. You guys have about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start the body saw. So just think forward and back, forward and back, and keep maybe that midsection lifted, but don't pike your butt. Just think, keep that midsection super tight. And if it gets hard, just hold the forearm plank. So if it gets hard, all I want is you to just maintain the forearm plank. We're almost there. Just a few more seconds. All right, and rest. Okay, and we're gonna go to the push-ups. As I said, 2 sets of 5 if you're from an incline, but don't rest too long. It's just to shake out your arms. 10 from the floor. If the floor is easy, elevate your feet, and 10 from an elevated foot position. You guys have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and start on the push-ups. There you go. That looks good, Boomy. I can't see you, Julie. Jennifer, you look good. Michelle, I do like that. You're doing great from that level. I think, Michelle, next time you could try to go somewhere a little lower, maybe the couch. And as soon as you're done, you're going to rest. And we're going to only do one more round of everything. Hi, Anne-Marie, I see you. I know you're doing great. You guys still have 19 seconds of rest. Boomy, don't feel rushed. Just keep doing what you do. If you guys ever want to unmute, feel free to unmute to say something. We got about 8 seconds, and then we're going to go to our last round of everything. So in about 5 seconds, you're going straight to the reverse lunges. It's the last time you're doing reverse lunges for today. All right, and hit it. Let's just keep the pace because today's a shorter workout. After this, we're going to do like a little community check-in to see what's going on. Good. Everyone's lunges are looking good. I know the balance is not easy. That's another reason I want you to switch legs. Forces you to work on the balance. I know you're probably going to run out of time, but you guys have about 12 seconds before you go straight into the gorilla rows. So just keep going on your lunges, and I'll tell you when the timer is up, you finish that, and then go straight into the rows. And here we go, gorilla rows. That was a quick changeover. It was like NASCAR. So Anne-Marie, what I actually want you to do is to get a little bit more, think upper body more parallel to the ground so that when you pull up, your elbow goes straight to the ceiling. Yes, much better. And if you guys are done with your rows, just rest because next will be the kickstand squats. Yeah. Guys have about 18 seconds. All right. After the rows, you guys are you have 3 seconds to get ready for your kickstand squat. Amy, grab your 16 kilo. No, the 16 kilo, Amy. So you got 10 squats. Good. Jennifer, oh, yep, sorry. Good. And as soon as you finish the 10 on that side, you guys will rest because then we'll do our last set of 10 on the other side. You guys still have plenty of time. The water jug is perfect. I love that, Boomy. It's probably heavier than some of the other things. The bulk of it makes it. All right, we got 9 more seconds before we hit the other side. 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. Betsy, you'll just be doing lots of squats today. Good, Denise. And as soon as you guys finish those squats, Anne-Marie, also next time, when we ever do this again, hold the weight really high up, like think like right by the chest. Next on deck, when the time is up, will be our side plank starting on the left. You guys have about 14 seconds. Okay. You guys are almost done. Hang in there. 3, 2, one, and side plank. Left side plank, it'll be just a tad bit longer because this is the last time you're doing it today. Let's see. So Grace, push your butt forward a little. Yep. Good, Anne-Marie. You guys are still holding. Keep holding. You can do it. And rest. You can prepare yourself for the other side. I'll give you a heads up. I'll give you the 5-second heads up before we start this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're starting. Let's see. I'm just going to be checking on everybody. Miss, good. I'll say, Denise, you can use your foot in front of you if that will be helpful for balance. Think of like how I did it, placing, let's see, I don't know if you can see me. Let me see if you can see me. You guys still have that. So Denise, you can always do this. Instead of having your hand, use your foot so that you can have a nice elongated posture. You guys still have 5 seconds. Yes, Denise, like that. And rest. All right. Prepare for the body saw. That will also be slightly longer. Oh, Michelle, I see you sweating. That's great. Michelle G. All right. You guys have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Body saw. This is the last body saw you will see today. Good, Boomy. It looks like you're pretty level. Yes, Miss Karen. Amy's got it. Betsy's looking good. Betsy, rest for a moment, Betsy, and go straight back up because you guys only have, it's only a few seconds. Well, not a few, but not a long time. It's just 10 seconds. You can do it for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. We're going on to our last activity, which is the push-ups. You guys have 13 seconds to get into push-up position. And this is the last thing you do for exercise before we just do a check-in with each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with your push-ups. Last set of push-ups of the day. And as soon as you're done, I will unmute you guys. Ooh, I'm going to turn the timer off because you'll be done before that. I'm going to unmute you guys and we're going to do a little community check-in to see how everybody's doing. All right. Okay, let me unmute.
Yes.
Yay! All right. That's our homework. Wednesdays, I think the easiest so that we can fit a call in is to do, it's going to always be an every minute on the minute, variations of that. So I'm going to go around to check to see how things, so great. How is everything going to motivation and what you're doing? Even though
Good.
I know everyone else does, so I think it's helpful for everyone to know where they're at.
I like the snacks. It makes me, your assigned snacks make you actually do them, so that's good.
Oh, you've been doing them?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay. How about you, Anne-Marie?
Oh, I've been eating all
What's
my,
that?
Anne-Marie, you've been doing your snacks?
I've been eating them. No, I'm just, yes,
And you've been playing golf because you're in Florida, so you said you're starting to play 9 holes of golf.
yeah, I'm getting real lucky, yeah.
Has it been easier, like having us so that in terms of being able to?
Yes, yes, because it's hard to hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
Like I said to you, when I count on my own, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It just happens. I don't know why. But when I, with a group of people, it just motivates me. And, you know, you guys, I'm so
So when
grateful.
everyone's doing it, Yeah. Okay, good. And how about you, Boomy? I know, Boomy, you draw a lot, so you're not normally.
Oh yeah, I sit a lot, but like once or twice a week I go out for a walk, and then I try to make sure I get up at least every hour and move around, I mean, usually to eat something, unfortunately, like I said, but then I try to sometimes I'll walk back and forth like on the staircase or something, just my son will look at me like I'm nuts, but
you feel like you're getting more? You feel like you're purposely trying to move more throughout the day?
Yes, definitely. Well, this really makes me move. But my arms are so weak. Like I can't do this push-ups for anything, man.
No, it's okay. Literally, that's the hardest for women in general, upper body, and it just comes with regularity. I promise.
Okay.
Totally, no one has it overnight.
Okay, but I feel better. Like I feel like I have more endurance for the other stuff since we started. Yeah,
excellent. And how about you, Miss Karen? Miss Karen, I know you do a lot of workouts. You do.
I do. I try to balance weightlifting and cardio so that the strength training and the cardio training is about equal. And I've just been trying to drink more water, more water.
Has the quarantine? It's not as strict where you are, right?
No.
You have more space.
We can get out, and the Biltmore House is up in its grounds now that we can go for walks if you have an annual pass.
Oh, that's nice. That's so nice to be able to go out. And Amy, Miss Amy, you ran yesterday, right?
I went for a run yesterday, but with my dog. So she's kind of like an anchor. She pulls me. She doesn't run as fast as I do. So it's like, and then the wind was coming at me. It was not an easy run.
I'm glad you got out. This is helping you too, right? So Amy is a live one-on-one client, and you usually work out 5 or 6 days a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just so that everyone knows, she works out 6 days a week, and even she's finding it hard. You're finding it hard to get motivated.
I mean, until now, until having this scheduled in, and the weather getting a little bit nicer, so that I actually motivate myself to go outside and do stuff. But I take classes, and all those classes are canceled, and motivate myself to do them online without somebody checking in on me and making sure I'm there. That didn't work for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Alicia, how about you? This has been helping you, or like what have you been doing to try to stay moving?
Yeah, I really love these. Like, actually really am happy that we're doing a workout with the Wednesday, because now I'm like, cool, it's 12:40 and I'm done. I did do you know who Shaquem Evans is?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
No, don't know.
Shaquem Evans, so he teaches at Surya. He does the hot hit classes. He's like been in a couple movies.
Cool.
But his body is just like stupid. And like I did this class yesterday morning, and I was like, no. Like, it made me angry. It was so freaking hard. Like, I hate cardio.
And I think yoga hit is really hard. It's harder in some ways than other stuff.
Yeah, and it wasn't even yoga hit. It was just like an obscene amount of mountain climbers, and like where I just like had to just stop because it was like my heart rate was just too high.
Yeah.
But whatever. I know my like boundaries and stuff, and I like weight training more. Anyway, like I really feel like my body is. I saw my mom the other day, and she was like, "Wow, like you look like you lost a little bit of weight." And I was like, "Wow," because I've been eating a lot of cookies. But yeah, I mean, last week was rough. I only missed out 3 times. And like all the rain, I wasn't really moving, but yeah, that's okay. This week is better. So thanks, Tina.
It is better. Julie, how are you doing? Because I know Julie said that sometimes during workouts you'll look around the apartment like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to clean that.
Absolutely. I find lots of things I need to do. Good. I'm busy at work in the way of I'm sitting most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time like 5:30, I'm kind of almost exhausted in this like weird Zoom meeting type of way. But I am doing an online, my girlfriend loves this chick from Equinox that moved to Asheville, North Carolina, and they have online classes. And it's just, they're really good. So I've been doing a couple yoga and Pilates, and then
What's the name, so in case anyone wants to do
called 110 Yoga. And I can send you one of the things from one of the other girls. It's 3 classes for $20.
Oh, wow.
So it's like so cheap. And
what makes her yoga class good?
They're just really like great flow, like really dedicated. I love Surya, but like, you know, it's hot and so anyway, so I tried this and I kind of like it, you know, just for the quarantine time. And then I aim to be on the Peloton 3 to 4 times a week. So that I think has like really helped. And then like having a schedule with you is huge.
That's awesome. And then Michelle, how you doing? Michelle C. Yeah.
Hi. I'm okay. I think having a 5-year-old definitely helps to keep me moving. So it's, you know, if it's a nice day out and it's like above 45 degrees, I'm like, let's go outside, get moving. Because if not, she'll want to be indoors all day. So we try to do really long walks, like 20, 30-minute walks around the neighborhood. You know, she's usually like, why? I'm like, it's not just for you, it's for me. But as soon as she started riding her bike, now we go on like 45-minute walks where I'm just like trying to trail behind her. And since this has been like a great way just to like complement just the walking and the movement with like strength training, because I haven't done it in so long. Like I'm sweating profusely right now and my heart is up, and I'm like, that was like 30 minutes.
Well, you guys didn't have a lot of rest though.
But it's been great. I mean, I just like the fact that like I get to see people outside of my like core family, and I get to know each and every one of you in a different way. So it just feels like I'm still being social, but social for a reason, rather than like, you know, waving at people randomly in the park because I'm
yeah. Oh, and then share with everyone again the dance guy that you love.
Oh my God, his name is Ryan Huffington.
Ryan, not Brian. Ryan with an R.
Ryan with an R. I'll send it to Tina and then she can share. I'll put it in Facebook. Oh my gosh, it's 15 minutes. He is the most camp guy you'll ever meet. He'll make you grab a prop, bring out your club clothes, you know, pizza party. Like he's just like fun. He'll make you like press your arms and like throw it away and throw all the bad negative energy away. So he brings a lot of zest and joy. So I'll share with everybody. It's Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's Instagram Live. Yeah. And it's down on the West Coast. And then it's Saturday and Sunday. Well, I think Saturday it's at like 3 o'clock because he's on LA. I'll share it on Facebook. If you can do it, it's fun. It's just, it's really good. I found him through Pink on Instagram. She does his dance.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wait, you said there's a move called the Nancy Pelosi clap. What's the Nancy?
It's fun. It's a lot of, you'll never think about dance moves ever again. He's a previous choreographer. He's worked with a lot of musicians, a lot of dance videos and concerts. And when you start doing these dances, you're like, yeah, that's really not what it's called professionally. But like, you know, it's just fun. It's just a lot of good time.
You want to look in the meeting?
Oh, that's great. So we'll put that on.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, you're new to our group. Okay, I'm not picking people. I'm just going across the screen so I can see everyone. So Jennifer, introduce yourself. Tell us why you're here.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I'm a friend of Grace's, and Grace convinced me that I should do this. So it's all her fault.
Wait, Jen, what are you doing outside? Like, what are the other things you do?
I try to run 3 times a week, and I cycle. I'm trying to do at least 1 online yoga class a week. And then I really like, there's a company here in the city in San Francisco called Rhythm and Motion, and they've been doing their dance classes online, and those are really fun.
Oh, that sounds
They're easy to follow and have a lot of energy, and it's cool.
Well, thanks for being here. Michelle G.
Hi. So I think that having this as like a little group get together to do our workouts has been really good. I think sometimes that really helps motivate me, knowing that I'm doing a live class, and it keeps me accountable to it, even though I have been pretty good for the most part, even though I did my days. I've also, since Tina mentioned last time that I do pole dance, but can't really do pole right now because I have one at home. So I've been trying to do flexibility classes to kind of keep up with that aspect, and also trying to sprinkle in dance classes when I can. Tonight I'm taking a twerk class, so I'm excited about that.
Where's that? Where's the twerk class?
It's with my pole studio, actually, Foxy Fitness and Pole. They're doing online classes, so if anyone is interested, I encourage you to look it up. But also, I do like hip fit cardio classes. I want to join in the hip hop one that you've been talking about, Tina. I just haven't.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
All the other ones that you guys keep talking about are great, so I'm excited to try those too.
Oh, so glad. Hi, Miss Denise. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm the kind of person who has to leave my house to go work out. So this is really tough for me, and I'm really missing the gym. And these classes are the first ones that I've done online because I have like no room. My kitchen is my gym here, so it's a challenge, but I have to get moving. So
yeah, I think it is hard for most people, like not going somewhere separate, to work out. That's what makes it hard to motivate, like being in the same spaces where you're like constantly. So I'm glad you've been coming.
Yeah. Because, well, it's the same thing too. I'm on the floor and I'm like, there's dirt here. I gotta.
So true. And the last thing you want to do is like, oh, I gotta clean that, and then it just adds another thing for your day.
I know.
And Miss Betsy, how you doing? How's your?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm a marshmallow, and I joined this class because I have not been exercising, and I realized I hadn't been exercising for a month, so at all. So this has really been really helpful because it keeps me accountable. And for snacking, my work has these competitions where you're supposed to do 500 sit-ups a week or whatever, and that forces me to snack because there's no way I can do all those at once. So every day, about on the hour, I'll get up and do 20 of whatever they say we should do. But I've also hung a strap I jerry-rigged this contraption so I can try to start working the muscles to do a pull-up.
Oh, that's great. That's what I saw you do. Wait, was it a TRX?
Excuse me?
Was it a TRX strap that you have on the door?
No, it's actually it's a stretching strap. So it's just webbing and it has different handholds because that's for stretching.
Oh,
but,
that's great.
It's fine.
That's fantastic.
So, but I have a question because I'm a marshmallow and my abs are super weak because I had really huge babies without a C-section. So, is it better for me to wear a splint when I'm doing these planks and stuff like that, or is it better, or should I do modifications?
Wait, did you have that diastasis recti, where it's a separation?
I have closed it pretty well, but it's still a little gap that I have to watch out for.
I think actually it's better than that if that is bothering you, I'll come up with an alternative. Is it?
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I don't want to
do it on it. Oh, that's okay. Everyone's going to have little alterations. Is it easy? Is it less pressure on an incline?
I haven't tried it. I'll try it.
We'll test it on incline because sometimes even when someone's pregnant, when they're doing a regular plank, it's a lot of pressure, but an incline kind of changes it.
Okay.
The pull of gravity.
Okay, I'll try it. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, my screen just changed. Yeah, but otherwise, we'll think of something different. Is it just the plank position that bothers you?
No, it's a problem with it's like planks and V-ups and sit-ups or the ones that where you put it pooches out somewhere. But I can do side planks. I can do
yeah. So
everything.
when you're okay, I'll always have an alternative for you because otherwise it's just going to continue to bother because it sounds like it's not fully closed, right?
Yeah, I've been trying, but it's like the doctor says I'm sorry to worry about it.
No, it's okay. Hey, it's all women here. It's all good.
But the doctor told me the only way to fully close it is to get a surgery, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So probably it's like when people get a hernia too, but that doesn't stop people from lifting. There's one thing I wanted to bring up today. One person had brought up the idea, and I do this occasionally too, and I think it's even more so during quarantine, is the idea of late night snacking. And so I wanted to give you guys an exercise to do because I found it's actually been helpful. So it would require a couple days of doing a little extra work. So there's usually 5 things. Actually, there's not usually. There's 5 things why you get into a habit of doing something. So first of all, like if any of you have read The Power of Habit, it breaks down scientifically how a lot of our habits are not even because it's just we started doing it, the brain stops thinking, and that's the way the body is efficient. It's like it always does it this way. So this way it doesn't have to re-examine like, oh, what is this? What am I picking up? It's just, it becomes a habit loop. So even something like late night snacking, it becomes a habit. It's not necessarily, as most of you probably know, because you're hungry. So there's 5 things that usually are the cues for a habit. And this is what I want you to do if there's a particular habit like snacking that you want to kind of re-examine at night. So you have to take a notebook to write it down as you're about to do it. It's okay, you don't have to stop yourself from doing whatever you're doing. And you have to figure out which of the 5 things is making you start that, the cue, the trigger. Is it the time of the day? So, for example, coffee in the morning, that's completely related to time of day. Is it being at a certain place? Like for me, I like to snack in bed. So when I'm there and it's a certain time, that's when I'll snack. So you want to make note the time of day, if it's that, if it's being at a certain place, if it's being near someone, like certain people, maybe for smokers, certain people will make want to smoke more. Number 4, is it an emotion? And that can be common too, like if you're feeling sad or whatever. But for this kind of daily habit, it's probably something else, but you want to note it for yourself. And then the 5th item is it become just a ritual? So in trying to figure out, so that's all I want you to do. We're not going to talk about the other parts because it's about triggers and then a feeling you're trying to get after the trigger. And the thing in between is the actual action. So for the late night snacking, just start writing down, think about those 5 things, time of day. I'll put it in Facebook. Place, person, emotion, or is it a ritual? Because once you figure out that, then we can work on the other stuff. So that's what I want you to do for the week. So every time you're doing the thing that you're like, why do I keep doing that? I don't want to keep doing that. Figure out that part because it makes it much easier to figure out why you're doing it because it's figuring out the why. Make sense? But I'll post those 5 things, the 5 cues. What's up, Karen?
I was just saying thumbs up.
Yeah, because I won't necessarily snack every night, but like for me, it's definitely a time of day. It's not being hungry, and it's also sitting in my bed. So I'm like, oh, so what I've been trying to do is like, oh, and then for me, I'm thinking it's a feeling of relaxation because I'm snacking to not think about stuff as I'm watching something. So it's like, oh, it's trying to, later on, it's about trying to figure out what it is you're trying to get and how you can change that middle part. But figure out those first 5 things, which of the 5 is the key for, I guess, you can't get rid of a habit. You can substitute it with a different action. That makes sense. Cool. But for now, for exercise, we will show up here. I think it's just easier in quarantine to show up here.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'll put, even though you guys are all here, I'll put the link, I'll send the link out for you guys and I'll see you on Saturday. Saturday's a full workout. Not a 30-minute mini. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, and Michelle, be sure to post Brian Heffington for everyone.
I will. Thanks, everyone.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.